He didn't turn out to be the man I thought he was. He's controlling, a little disrespectful when it comes to sexual things, and he has a gambling issue. You gonna suck my... And I'm like, what? I'm your wife. That's not how you're gonna talk to me. And
Judge Starr couldn't believe what she was hearing, and honestly, neither could we. In a brutal courtroom clash, Kimette Riley tore the mask off a man she says changed the moment they married, and what followed, a full-on verbal demolition. This isn't just divorce, this is a reckoning. What started with sweet talk ended in raw betrayal. Don't forget to subscribe for more no-filter courtroom breakdowns that expose the truth others try to hide. When Kimette Riley met her future husband at a car dealership, things felt serendipitous. A shared interest sparked a conversation. Then, while she was on a soul-searching birthday trip to Vegas, he surprised her by sending $100, no strings attached.
this man doesn't even know me.
That gesture pulled her in. They began dating, became inseparable, and quickly married. But as Judge Starr bluntly put it, daisies and daffodils blinded them from real compatibility. The love story unraveled shockingly fast. The man who once seemed sweet turned possessive and demanding. And what began as affection became accusation, suspicion, and emotional control. The real David Riley started to show, cold, commanding, and distant. When David finally spoke up, his tone told the whole story. Soft-spoken, dismissive, and far from convincing.
Well, I'm here to prove to her that I am not the person she portrays me to be.
Judge Starr didn't buy it, and neither did the viewers. His defense leaned heavily on vague military references and emotionless platitudes. Instead of passionately fighting for his marriage, he mumbled through excuses.
I don't know, maybe it's that little military that I have in me that...
It was clear, this wasn't a man pleading for love. This was a man uncomfortable in the spotlight. Instead of accountability, he deflected. Instead of love, he offered rules. His version of marriage, authoritarian control masked as structure. And when pressed, he blamed everyone else. From Kimette's daughter to the gift of borrowed shoes. Even Judge Starr had to shut him down. This is my house. My name's on the wall. The turning point came when Kimette revealed the dark underbelly of their marriage.
He felt like once we got married, it was like, I said this. You're not supposed to talk to this man.
She wasn't just isolated, she was dominated. Emotional suffocation mixed with a disturbing attitude towards intimacy.
You gonna suck my... And I'm like, what? I'm your wife. That's not how you're gonna talk to me.
Judge Starr, stunned, didn't hold back. She needs to be smooth talked, not treated like a hoe. And then came the bombshell. He was gambling behind the scenes, wasting money and risking everything. And even when Kimette offered to pawn their wedding rings to save their finances, he refused. This wasn't love, this was possession. And Kimette's daughter, Ashley, she witnessed it all. Her mother went from supportive grandma and co-parent to controlled partner. Even during her baby shower, David tried to sabotage things.
He won't let me out the house with the shoes. And I'm like, what do you mean he won't let you out the house with the shoes? This is like my whole baby shower outfit is surrounded around these shoes. And then he didn't even come to the...
That's right. This man blocked her from supporting her pregnant daughter because of a pair of shoes. This wasn't just about love gone wrong. It was about a man determined to own, not love. The courtroom tension exploded when Ashley, Kimette's daughter, took the stand.
Once she moved into his house, it just seemed like every single thing changed. He just came out the gate aggressive, controlling, and just manipulative from the gate.
Ashley wasn't speculating. She lived it. She described yelling, disrespect, and behavior so intense it left her shocked.
I instantly hopped up like, who is he talking to? And who house? Because, baby, you could go and not come back.
And then came the baby shower debacle. A day meant for celebration turned chaotic because David refused to let Kimette leave with a pair of shoes.
He won't let me out the house with the shoes.
This wasn't about shoes. It was about power. David even admitted,
No, first of all, I ain't buying nothing for her for anybody else to use. Period.
That's when Judge Starr laid it down flat. Then you didn't give her something. That's not a gift. The mask was gone. David's facade of care crumbled in the face of one undeniable truth. He never respected her or her family. David made one final mistake. He doubled down.
Because you're a family member does not mean I have to like you.
He said it with pride. No remorse, no understanding. Just raw disdain for the people Kimette loved most. And Ashley saw right through it.
It seemed like just out of nowhere, a light switched, and he was just the same condescending behavior that he portrays upon her, he started to do it to us. And I'm like, whatever he feels or however he feels is not because he personally experienced me that way.
Even Judge Starr couldn't stay neutral anymore.
You met the man at a car dealership. You jumped from one relationship that was toxic to another relationship that clearly is toxic because you don't know the man yet. You didn't incorporate a family, but you telling me that family is important to you.
That's when the papers came out. Kimette was done. For good.
Yes, please.
Serve the papers.
Boom. Served. And when asked where she was going,
I'm walking to a peaceful life for myself.
mic dropped. This wasn't just a divorce. This was a woman reclaiming her voice, her power, and her peace. Kimette walked into that courtroom ready to fight, and she walked out free. She chose peace over pain, family over fear, self-respect over silence.
If a man's gonna love me, he's gonna love me for me and everybody that I love too.
And David? He stood there exposed. No support, no excuses left. This wasn't just justice. This was a warning. Control, manipulation, and emotional abuse have no place in love. Subscribe now for more explosive breakdowns like this, because in these courtrooms, the truth never stays buried for long.